It's Luigi Day.
No, it's not Luigi Day. What day is it?
Is it Wario Day?
No, it's a Mario Day. March 10th is Mario Day.
Yeah, Mario Day. It's
Woohoo,
you
I'm
day.
doing.
Oh. Hi everybody, this is Ches and Lulu from Retro Nirvana, and we actually wanted to do a retrospective of all the Mario games because today is Mario Day. So as you can see, Lulu's Mario and I'm Luigi. And so we want to take you through all the awesome Mario games that we've had over the years. It's actually a really big collection. At the beginning of the video, we're actually going to show you guys the entire collection, including accessories, controllers, systems, and of course, a metric ton of games. So without further ado, we'll go right into the collection of games.
Yes, with some accessories. We actually picked this up at the Goodwill.
Yeah.
So if you can actually hear the sound, this is a plushie, and it makes the little sound from Mario. And then we got this coin. Wonderful sounding.
Okay. If it ever stops.
If it ever stops. So, now onto the games.
So really, the first game that I would say I played that was a Mario game that made me absolutely fall in love with Mario was Mario 64, of course. So when I saw this in 1996 at a Toys R Us, I was immediately in love with Mario again. Of course, I played the Super Nintendo ones and the Nintendo ones, and even the Game & Watch gallery ones, which is really the first Mario I ever played. But this one obviously was the most 3D, and absolutely loved this game from when I got it. I just played the heck out of it as a kid and just fell in love with that game. So Mario 64 I think is untouchable. It's like a 10 out of 10 game, and it's always going to be my favorite. You want to share a good one with them?
Yes, one of my favorites, and I'm going to date myself because it is one of the first games we ever played, is the Mario Brothers Duck Hunt. This is the cartridge that I had when I was a kid. I would play actually a lot of Duck Hunt mostly, but Mario was great. Going through the warp zones and getting all the shortcuts, and it was just a lot of fun. I just love the music, and this one is my favorite Mario, and I'm very nostalgic for this one. And we also have the manual.
Yeah. Only thing we're not missing is the box, because now those boxes are actually pretty expensive, which we are obviously looking for that box to complete our collection of boxes. There's a lot of boxes we are missing. So some of the Game Boy games I had when I was a kid, I actually still have them in the box. So one of them is Super Mario Land. This one is obviously the first Game Boy Mario game that was out, and this is a player's choice copy, but it's still very, very mint shape for a game that I had for 25 years at least. I think it looks pretty good. Same thing with my Mario Kart Super Circuit. This is a childhood copy. Very fun game. Still love playing that game. And then I have Super Mario Land 2, which is 6 golden coins. This is another game that I played so much as a kid on the Game Boy. And I actually had the box, but now I can't find it. So for whatever reason, I don't own the box anymore. So of course, I'm going to be trying to find that again at some point. Is there another game you want to share?
I do. I love the Super Mario 3D World on the Wii U. This game is just beautiful. I know they have a port on the Switch, and we do have that as well. But I am more nostalgic for this because when I ended up getting the Wii U, it was probably one of my first consoles when I got back to gaming, and just felt really good. The box is in the back here. And I still play my Wii U, and I feel like the Wii U did not get enough love.
No,
it's pre-Switch. It really is the idea before the Switch, and a lot of the Switch came from the Wii U. So it's bright, it's fun, and you and I played this together, so it's a wonderful game to play together. Just lighthearted, the music is great. Just a great feeling to bring you back. Doesn't matter how old you are. You could just enjoy it.
It's fun, yeah. That one is definitely one of the better ones. I mean, I absolutely love the Switch port because it even has Bowser's Fury. So Bowser's Fury, even though it's like only in this version, is fantastic. I mean, I highly recommend it. I mean, yes, it's a it was a $60 game when it first came out, and yes, it was a port, but you know, the Bowser's Fury content was actually worth it on its own, I would say. So next, a game that we both played a lot as a kid, Mario Paint,
Yes.
which actually comes with the mouse pad and the mouse,
Mm-hmm.
and had a really cool fly swatter game. And then, of course, it also had a lot of it was kind of a utility where you could actually make your own art.
There's music too.
You had stamps,
Mm-hmm.
you had art. It was a really fun game back in the 90s that we both enjoyed. Next is Crying Baby Simulator. And if you ever played Yoshi's Island, the sequel to Super Mario World, there is Baby Mario. And of course, if you let him get free for too long, some of the enemies come and try to scoop him up and bring him back away from you. And you eventually lose a life. Yeah, this game can get on your nerves, but it is a beautiful game, and I think the art style especially is phenomenal in this game. So that's always going to be one of our favorites. Super Mario World, actually Super Mario All Stars. Super Mario All Stars, a great compilation for the Super Nintendo, has the Lost Levels and also has Mario Brothers 1, 2, 3, kind of like a newer version of it for the Super Nintendo with 16-bit graphics. Very fun game.
Is that what is included on this?
Yes, I believe that's it. So this has pretty much the same stuff. This is the big box copy. So you have the Super Mario Brothers, the Lost Levels, and you have Mario Brothers 2 and 3. And this one is for the Wii. Big box copy. Has the soundtrack as well, music soundtrack. So this is pretty cool for the Wii. Got this several years ago at this point. But very, very fun game to play. Collection, if anything. Okay, so now some Game Boy Advance games. Superstar Saga. That one's pretty good, especially because you get to kind of play with both Mario and Luigi, and there's like a whole adventure you have to go through with that. And then here's a really quirky one, Mario Pinball Land. So this one, really, really fun. Another kind of very quirky pinball game. This game kind of reminds me a little bit of Metroid Pinball, a little bit. And you know, because they're both pinball games, they're both kind of like on the GBA, and they're fun to play. I mean, I love pinball games. And I think any game with Mario is also pretty fun. So next we got some Virtual Boy games. So we have Mario's Tennis, which is actually a really fun version of tennis to play. I think out of the Mario Tennis games, that one is actually one of the most fun games, even though it's all black and red, so, you know, it kind of is what it is, but I like it. I think it's actually pretty fun for a Virtual Boy game. It's probably in the, you know, there's only 13 games for the Virtual Boy. It's definitely one of the top 5, I would say, so. I know that's not saying that much, but. And then, of course, Mario Clash. This one is very similar to the NES version of Mario Brothers, except for, of course, it's 3D and in black and red for the Virtual Boy. But very, very fun game. I love throwing the shells at the Koopas in that game in 3D, and it really pops out with the Virtual Boy. It's cool. I like it a lot.
And we can move on to the Wii. We have Super Mario Galaxy.
Yeah, and that one came with the commemorative coin when we first got it. I think that was actually a launch reward bonus, so I got that one when it came out. And I actually just beat that game this year, last year really, Mario Galaxy. And the second one I have not beaten, but is a very, very good game.
These games are very beautiful. It's different, you know, they're on worlds, and it's just a different take on Mario. You have Rosalina, and it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous game. I think it's underrated as well. A lot of people might not know about Mario Galaxy. It's a really good game.
The other thing is that it works very, very well with the nunchuck and the Wii remote. So it's one of the best games when it comes to motion. And I'm not a big fan of the motion on the Wii, but I think that game is done well. Next is Mario Sports Mix. for the Wii, and that's actually a very unique game because it's a compilation of different sports games you could play as Mario and his friends. And there really isn't too many games like that, except for this game, which we just got recently, which also has quite a bit of sports games on there. So these are really the only two I've seen that have more than one sports game in a Mario game. And I mean, this one has a lot of full-featured games, like the horseback riding, baseball, soccer, and all of that. Really, really fun. Actually, that one's pretty fun too. I do enjoy both of them quite a bit.
Okay, we can continue with GameCube.
We're going to go to the GameCube. So
right.
GameCube had a ton of Mario games, including Mario Golf. And
everybody knows
Mario Kart Double Dash, one of your best games, Mario.
Yes, everybody goes crazy.
Everybody loves
over
that game. The switching
Dash.
of the characters.
This one is cute. I mean,
it's a very cute game.
I have to admit, I'm not the biggest Mario Kart fan. I always fall off the track. But this game is so cute. I mean,
super fun.
It's just beautiful game.
Bright and just very fun to play.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Next is Mario Superstar Baseball. Very good entry for the GameCube. Very solid GameCube baseball game. And of course, Mario Strikers. I think out of all the Mario soccer games, the original GameCube one is still the best. So we did have one on the Wii, which I do have. And we also have the one on the Switch. That one is not so great. It's okay. It came out like a year ago. And I was a little bit underwhelmed by the lack of content in that game. Although they did add a few things later via DLC. But I really think when you bought that game originally, it didn't really have too much to go on. So I think the best one is still Strikers at this point. And now, of course, two of the best Mario games of all time. Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, which is one of, I think, the best RPG on the GameCube besides Fire Emblem. Both made by Intelligent Systems. And of course, Mario Sunshine, which is arguably one of the best platformers for the GameCube.
Do you want to tell the funny story of when we used to go game hunting and actually find games?
Yes, one day we actually went game hunting, and we went to a garage sale, and of course, the lady had Mario Sunshine for sale, so we ended up picking up a copy of Mario Sunshine from her, along with a whole bunch of other games that were disc only. Then later on, we went to another...
we went to Goodwill.
Yeah, we went to Goodwill, and we found another copy of Mario Sunshine, and that one was complete. It was a player's choice copy, I believe. And then we ended up getting another copy at a garage sale.
A triple Mario Sunshine day.
Yeah, so we had basically 3 copies of Mario Sunshine. And what we did was we Frankenstein together a very, very nice copy of Mario Sunshine. So that's the copy we have in here right now. It's a black label copy. Manual is crispy. Disc is pretty much mint. And so now we have a game we're going to keep in the collection. So that was a cool day. That was a really, really cool day.
It was a good game hunting day.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so now we have a collection, Super Mario 3D All-Stars. That one came out a few years ago now, and obviously fantastic game because you have 3 Mario games, which are all super solid in there, all on one cartridge. So you got Mario 64, phenomenal game. Sunshine, very good. And Mario Galaxy. This was actually the way I beat Mario Galaxy for the first time. I mean, I've played it many times on the Wii, but I think the controls are actually a little bit better on the Switch. So I think very fun way to play all 3 of these games, and also very affordable way to play it. Because, if you add up the cost of all of these, you probably would spend at least $120 to $150. Instead, you can just buy this version. It's a lot cheaper, and you get all 3 Mario games together. Okay, so now we have some newer Mario games that we just added to the collection. At least some new boxes and also some new Mario games. This one was for GameStop, so we have Mario Party The Top 100. This one was actually sealed for $20. So when the guy, the associate pulled it out of the case, I was actually a little bit shocked because I saw it was sealed for $20. And I was
pre-owned
like, wow.
Sealed.
Pre-owned sealed. Okay, yeah. Whatever that means.
We all know GameStop pre-owned.
Exactly. So then the next one, we've had Super Mario Brothers 3 for a long time, but recently on eBay I was able to get the box for quite a great deal. So this is actually pretty good shape overall, and it was actually pretty undervalued for what I thought. Generally speaking, they are a lot more expensive, so I was able to get that for a good price. Next one is Dr. Mario, which I got I think 2 days ago. Came in by eBay, so we were able to get the box for this one. Had the game itself for a long time, but never got the box. So I think for Mario Day, it was nice to add like 4 different or 2 different Mario games and 2 extra boxes that we didn't have in the collection. So that's pretty cool. All right, next is the N64 Paper Mario. Very good game as well. Great RPG, fun to play. Lots of cool companions you add in the game. That's a good one. Very solid entry. And then, of course, we have some Mario Party. Mario Party 3. Kind of rare now, and a little pricey. Not super rare, but like uncommon. Pretty fun game, though. Of course, you got Mario 64. Solid game. Used to play it with my brother and friends all the time. 4-player, split screen. Very, very fun. Loved it. Smash Brothers. Gotta have that one. Everybody loves playing that one. And, of course, Mario Party.
Mario Party. Every time I look at this box,
yes, this one is very
think it says
controversial.
Mario Party 3 because the dice.
So if you look at this
3.
box here,
And they look alike.
it looks like this should be the box, or this should be the box for this. But actually, this one, as you can see on the side here, it just says Mario Party. But that dice is definitely very deceptive because
It's
deceiving.
deceiving.
It's deceiving. Everybody would have thought that that was the box for 3, but it's not. Yet a lot of people I think get confused with that one. Okay, so
Or just me.
just a few more games to show off. Of course, one of my favorite Super Nintendo games, Mario Kart, the original, could only play 2-player, top and bottom, split screen. Still really fun. It had mode 7, so really fun game to play with a good friend, a brother, a family member.
A wife.
A wife, yes. So that one actually have a for display only box on this one, so I don't actually own the original copy, but this one is actually pretty sought after, the display only box. This is something I got in a lot of display only boxes. Last but not least, we have a pretty heavy hitter, I would say, in the literal sense of the word, which is Super Mario RPG, a game I used to play as a kid with my brother. He actually owned it, and we played a lot of this game. So we've beaten it a few times. I've actually beaten it like a few years ago again from the beginning. It still really holds up as one of the best RPGs and also one of the best Super Nintendo games in terms of the graphics. It's just phenomenal Mario game. This is a game that nobody or everybody wants a sequel to, but for whatever reason, Square Enix at this point cannot get the rights to even put it on the Nintendo shop, and also they can't get the licensing to, I guess, release it again. So sad, but very happy to still have it in the collection, and it's always going to be like a cult classic.
And you get to hit people with a frying pan if you're
Peach. If you're Peach, you can use the frying pan, and then Mario, you can use the knock shell, so you kick that thing really hard at opponents. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So if you like the content in this video, consider subscribing. You can always drop a like, and we'd love to hear your comments. What is your favorite Mario game that you've played over the years?
Yes, please tell us what your favorite Mario game is, and please don't forget to subscribe. If you like our videos, we're going to be making more each week, so just subscribe and you'll get to see them all.
All right. Thank you so much, guys,
Thanks
for
for
watching.
watching.
Bye.